Hey students, this is Vasudev Panda. Welcome Master of English. Welcome to another class, another chapter of plus two first year CHSE compulsory English non-detailed study. पिले आज एक fresh chapter. आमे समस्त डिटेक्टिव हवा माने CID देखुथुवा. CID रे जेमति पुलिस को चोर धरे आज एक सेमति मजादार chapter अछि. Chapter को enjoy करके पढ़िबा. Don't be serious about your studies, guys. Just enjoy the chapter. Yes, enjoy and try to understand the theme. पिले बुझियो पे चेष्टा करबा इंग्लिश रे किछि नै नथिंग इज देयर इन इंग्लिश ओनली यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस एंड यू हैव टू स्टडी विथ योर हार्ट उदर से तो पढ़ो इंग्लिश रे निश्चित भाबे तुम फॉलो मार्क पाइबो एंड डोंट बी अफ्रेड ऑफ यू आई एम विथ यू जस्ट टेक्स्ट मी इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेरी एनी problem regarding your English. Okay, so let's start the chapter after 20 years. What is it? After 20 years, 20 वर्ष परे by O Henery. बुझेला 20 वर्ष परे तो तुम जदि प्रथम करी मोर चैनल देखुछ सब्सक्राइब करो बेल आइकन को दबाई दियो पिले यू विल गेट द लेटेस्ट नोटिफिकेशन. ओके लेट मी स्टार्ट. ओके The policeman on the beat moved up the quiet road smartly. On the beat means on duty. On the beat means on duty. The policeman on the beat moved up, the quiet road smartly. जने पुलिस वाला अंधकार रातिरे जन रातिरे रोड उपरे एकला भ्रमण करूची. His smartness was habitual and not for show. And his smartness was habitual. से अभ्यासगत भाव रे स्मार्ट बिकॉज इज अ पुलिस पर्सन से देखे ही होनी कारण पुलिस माने नॉर्मली स्मार्ट थांती तो से स्मार्टनेस ता तार हैबिचुअल देखे होनी से. फॉर स्पेक्टेटर्स वर फ्यू. स्पेक्टेटर्स दर्शक. स्पेक्टेटर्स कहले दर्शक. स्पेक्टेटर्स दर्शक. लोक नहांती रास्ता जनशून्य हो जाइछि. लोक नहांती फ्यू बहुत कम लोक. The time was only 10 o'clock at night. Rati 10 10 o'clock at night. But the locality was one that kept early hours. But the locality was one that kept early hours, and chilly winds and a drizzle had almost stifled the street. What is the reason people were not there? Because of chilly winds and drizzle. Chilly winds ठंडा पवन बहुत होला माने शीत ऋतु कथा ठंडा पवन बहुत होला और drizzle झिप झिप वर्षा हला बळे होतला जहा फल रे almost deep people the street गलिता deep people that means emptied लोक जनशून्य. deep people कहले जनशून्य. deep people जन शून्य खाली हो जाइतिला पूरा स्ट्रीट टा खाली हो जाइतिला जनशून्य हो जाइतिला. एग्जामिनिंग क्लोज डोर्स एज ही वेंट. से जाउथिबा बेले कबाट माने बंद अछि तो भल से बोले देखुतिला. मेकिंग वेरियस इंटरेस्टिंग एंड प्लेफुल मूवमेंट विथ ए स्मॉल स्टिक. तर से छोटो बड़ी को धरि के एमति खेली जाउतला. प्लेफुल मूवमेंट्स एंजॉयिंग मूवमेंट्स करी जाउतला. द ऑफिसर with a stalwart figure. Stalwart, strong and sturdy. Stalwart means strong and sturdy शक्त एवं ठोनो लंबा और शक्त with strong and sturdy figure and smart movements met a fine picture of the guardian of the law. आईन रक्षक ताको देखिले मने होतला सते कि जने आईन रक्षक प्रकृत जने आईन रक्षक जाउची या द्वारा लोक माने सुरक्षित हे कि रहमते. He could see a few lights coming from a cigar store and he could see a few lights. ताको देखा जाउतला किछिटा लाइट जणा पडुतला कोठी from a cigar store. कोडे सिगरेट माने सिगरेट दुकान रे सिगार दुकान रे नॉर्मली लाइट ही आसीबो काई के आसीबो लोक माने सिगार पिउथिबे. सिगार जतबे पीला वाला रात्रि लाल देखा जाउथबो. an all night hotel 24/7 राति सारा जो होटल खोला रहे ताको ऑल नाइट होटल कहा जाय छी. and one or two tailoring shop गोटे किंबा दुईटा कोन थिला रे पिले टेलरिंग शॉप माने सिलाई दुकान खोला थिला. Tailoring shop. Okay. Oh, the majority of the houses were business place. Maximum house कौन थिला business place थिला लोक मानकर माने office area थिला सेटा majority of the house was business place been closed and that had long since been closed ଏବଂ ସବୁ office ଗୁଡାକ close ହେଇ ସାରିଥିଲା now and then he would suddenly turn about just he would suddenly turn about से जगह से फेरिबा turn about फेरिबा turn about turn about को turn around अरे फेरिबा से जस्ट फेरिबा ପାଇଁ ଯାଉଥିଲା ମାନେ ଦେଖିଲା ଆଗରେ ଆଉ କିଛି ନାହିଁ ତ ଫେରିବା ପାଇଁ ଯାଉଥିଲା ଓକେ turn about and cast his watchful eye along the peaceful road and cast his watchful eye along the peaceful road ଏବଂ ଥରେ ଆଖି ପକେଇଲା ରାସ୍ତା ନିର୍ଜନ ରାସ୍ତା ଶାନ୍ତ ରାସ୍ତା ଉପରେ ଥରେ ଆଖି ପକେଇଲା ଫେରିବା ପୂର୍ବରୁ had said in the morning okay, he was thinking of what his boss had said in the morning, and he was thinking at that time. He just suddenly remembered what his boss was thinking, telling him. तार बॉस माने तार ऊपर अस्त ऑफिसर जो सीनियर ऑफिसर से ताकू कौन कहितले से कदा टिके मने पकेला से पेल फेस कौन थिला पेल फेस रक्त शून्य हळदिया मुह निरक्त मुह स्क्वायर जॉज वर्गाकार मुह स्क्वायर जॉज वर्गाकार मुह स्क्वायर जॉज डीप एंड डार्क आईज कला और गहरिया आखि डीप एंड डार्क आईज and a little white scare near the right eyebrow scare cut mark scare कहले scare means cut mark कटा दाग भूलता ऊपर गोटे कटा दाग से क्रिमिनल अपराधी वर्णना एटा कराउछ ओके cut mark eyebrow as a part of the police organization से जेहेतु से पुलिस संस्थार जड़े अंश गोटे अंश थिले जड़े लोक थिले organization he felt a little ashamed that the name of his notorious criminal was still unknown and that description से वर्णना जो थिला रक्त शून्य मुह माने चमड़ा वर्गाकार मुह गहरिया एवं कला आखि आ कौन थिला गोटे भूलता उपरे गोटे कटा दाग एटा गोटे क्रिमिनल गोटे अपराधीर वर्णना से करुथिले and left a little alarmed okay ashamed that the name of this notorious criminal was still unknown तांकु लाज लागुथिला कारण से पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट रे काम करथिले आ एपर्यंत पुलिस को से अपराधीर नाटा जणा पड़ी नथिला and that he was still at large printing counterfeit notes was a serious affair and that he was still at large कहले free here large means free और वर्तमान पर्यंत तक अरेस्ट करा जाई पारे नथिला से फ्री थिला बुझिला ओके एंड प्रिंटिंग काउंटरफेट नोट्स काउंटरफेट illegal मतलब नकली नोट printing counterfeit notes was a serious affair गोटे माने दंडनीय अपराध डुप्लिकेट नोट रो कारबार करिबा गोटे दंडनीय अपराध and that fellow was doing that person was doing that criminal he knew and the criminal must be caught से अपराधी निश्चित भावे धरा हेबा कथा must be caught he took out his pocket book से कोन कले तांको पॉकेट रो गोटे छोटिया बही बाहर कले took out his pocket book under a lamp post and looked at the $5 note and the reconstructed photograph look at the $5 notes से पॉकेट रो $5 नोट थिला और reconstructed photograph थिला गोटे फोटोग्राफ थिला रिकंस्ट्रक्टेड फोटोग्राफ जनकर चेहरा को देखि कि स्केच करिथवा फोटोग्राफ रिकंस्ट्रक्टेड फोटोग्राफ he became thoughtful से भावना युक्त हो गले he became thoughtful Chicago 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 not Chicago 1,000 miles away सेठू आ 1000 miles दूर से जोटी थिले से पुलिस वाला थौ सेठू 1,000 miles away. What chance? ସେ ଏଠିକି ଆସିବ 1000 ମାଇଲ ଦୂରରୁ. What a chance. Then he said to himself aloud. ସେ ସମୟରେ ନିଜକୁ ନିଜେ ହିଁ ବଡ଼ ପାଟରେ କହିଲେ. କ'ଣ କହିଲେ? Never mind my boy. Don't worry my boy. ସେ ନିଜକୁ ନିଜେ boy ବୋଲି ସମ୍ବୋଧନ କରୁଛନ୍ତି. Never mind my boy. You have been a dutiful one this last 18 years. ଦୀର୍ଘ 18 ବର୍ଷ ହେଲା ତୁ dutiful ଅଛୁ, କର୍ତ୍ତବ୍ୟ ପରାୟଣ ଅଛୁ, କରି ଚାଲିଛୁ. And luck owes you a debt. ଭାଗ୍ୟ ବି ତୋ ପାଖରେ ଋଣ ମାନେ ଋଣୀ ହେଇଯିବ. ଭାଗ୍ୟକୁ ବି ତୁ ବଦଳେଇ ଦେଇପାରିବୁ. So don't worry about all that. He was in the habit of talking to himself sometimes, and he was in the habit of talking to himself sometimes. बेले बेले से कौन करती निजे निज विषय ही कथा हुंती निजे निजे कथा हुंती. Okay, when nobody was by, and he liked to refer to himself as a boy, though he was 40. And when nobody was by, जब बेले किए भी तंग पाकर न थांती, से निज को निजे गोटे बालक बोली संबोधन करते जदि भी 40 वर्ष हो जाइतिला 40 वर्ष बयस्क तथापि से निजको निजे बालक बोली संबोधन करुथिले. There was another thing in his mind. He looked at his watch. There was another thing in his mind. तांकर मस्तिष्क रे आउ किछि चालुतला. And he looked at his watch. से तांकर घंटा को चाहिले. A quarter past 10, 10टा बाजी 15 मिनिट. A quarter past 10, 15 minutes more. आउ 10:30 बेले से क्रिमिनल सेठी के आसीबार अछि. 15 minutes more आउ 15 मिनट रहिला. It was a long road. आउ तांको बहुत बाट चलीबार अछि. It was a long road. But there was enough time. But still, 15 minutes is enough time that he can adjust. After a minute, he described means see, saw. Described means saw, dekhile. Described. After a minute, he described about 500 meters ahead. 500 meter durare. About 500 meters away. What happened? Ahead, the outline of a man near the doorway. Outline of a man. गोटे मनीष भलिया किछि माने देखा जाउतला. गोटे कबाट सामनारे जने मनीष भलिया स्ट्रक्चर देखा जाउतला, ढांचा देखा जाउतला डोरवे. Of a darkened hardware store. Of a darkened hardware store. गोटे अंधारिया हार्डवेयर लुहा सामग्री दुकान पाखरे गोटे मनीषर स्ट्रक्चर ताकू देखा गला, ढांचा ताकू देखा गला. He quickened his steps. से तरबर है कि quickened his steps. The place was slightly dark. जगह टिके अंधार हुआ थिला. Slightly dark. Lying exactly midway between two lampposts. Lying exactly midway between two lampposts. दुईटा बत्ती खुंटर मझी प्लेस टा माने सेपटे भी बत्ती खुंट रहिला जतिकी दूर एपटे माने मझीटा टिके अंधारिया लागिबो न नै. So lying between the two lampposts, he was about to address the men. से लोक को जस्ट कथा हेबा पई जाउतले, about to address, but changed his mind and allowed the men to begin. And but changed his mind, किंतु से निजर जो ढांचा परिवर्तन कले, से जो आग कथा हेबी बोली चिंता करूतले से परिवर्तन कले. And allowed the men to tell his address himself. से लोक ओटा आरंभ करू बोली कहला. The man realized that the way he was standing there must look suspicious to one who didn't know his story, so he said. The man realized, से लोकटी अनुभव कला, that the way he is standing there, से जो posture ठिया है in the darkness, anybody could take it seriously who did not know his story. न जानी तार गप जानी नथिबा लोक निश्चित भावे ताको अलगा वे रे भाबिबो, चोरो की खंट बोली भाबिबो. So he started. One who didn't know his story, so he said as the policeman walked up to him. So he stayed as the policeman walked up to him. जेतबे पुलिस ता पाखरे पहुंचला से कहिला कोन कहिला. It is all right officer, I'm just waiting for a friend. Don't worry officer, आपण किछ बात पर नहीं. It's all right. Okay, I'm just waiting for my friend. मु मोर बंधु को जगिछि. Friend, it is an appointment. और एटा गोटे पूर्व निर्धारित कार्यक्रम. Appointment, पूर्व निर्धारित कार्यक्रम. It is an appointment made 20 years ago, and it was made 20 वर्ष तले माने आमे प्रतिज्ञा करथिलु जे एठी भेटिबो आजिर दिनारे बोली 20 years ago. Well, 20 years ago, it sounds a little funny to you, doesn't it? इट साउंड्स अ लिटिल फनी आपन गोटे मजा लगुची ना कथाटा शुणिकी माने विश्वास होनी हो ना नहीं doesn't it? Well, I'll explain so as to remove all suspicion from your mind. Suspicion, संदेह. I'll explain ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ explain କରୁଛି to remove all the suspicion from you. ଆପଣଙ୍କର ସବୁ ସନ୍ଦେହ ଦୂର କରିବା ପାଇଁ ମୁଁ କଥାଟା କହୁଛି. About 20 years ago, ଦୀର୍ଘ 20 ବର୍ଷ ପୂର୍ବେ there used to be a restaurant. There used to be a restaurant. এই জায়গায় একটা restaurant ଥିଲା ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଜଣା ଥିବ. There used to be a restaurant where this store stands British restaurant. And এই storeଟା ଯୋଉଠି ଅଛି ଏଠି କ'ଣ ଥିଲା ଗୋଟେ restaurant ଥିଲା. Restaurantର ନାଁ କ'ଣ ଥିଲା? British restaurant. Until 5 years ago, the policemen started. Until 5 years ago, 5 ବର୍ଷ ପୂର୍ବର କଥା. And said the officer, it was torn down. Torn down means demolished. ताको भांगी दिया गला. Demolished. Turn down means demolished. The hand of the stranger, but checked himself. He was about to take the hand of the stranger, but checked himself, and he was just, से हाथ मिलाइबाकू जाउतरे, about to take the hand of the stranger. हाथ मिलाइबाकू जाउतरे, but निजको resist कले, मना कले नहीं, don't shake hands. The man in the doorway struck a match and lit his cigar. The man in the doorway, से कवाड़ पकड़ के आई थी वो मनुष्य, struck a matches जलेला, and going to lit his cigar. तार से cigar जलेवा ପାଇଁ जाउतला. The policeman had a chance to look at the face of the man, and at the very moment, the policeman had a chance to look at the man. से पुलिस वाला चांस पाइचंती तार मुंह को देखिवा ପାଇଁ सेई माचिस्त्र आलोकरे. That's all. Still, all the surprise things are, inside a well. वर्तमान पर्यंत घटनार किछि भी आरंभ होइनी और हमर यूनिट टा एठी सरी गला. So that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed the chapter. Thank you for watching.